Hello. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. You just fucking move. Let me make some noise. Guys, make some noise for Danganronpa. We're back. Why does it feel like it's been such a long time? I don't know, baby. Maybe because it's been a big week. This week is the 22nd Friday of 2026 in the year of our Lord Jesus Monokuma Christ. I guess it's also the 22nd Saturday, but let's not talk about that. What's up, everybody? What's up to Kingo? Zebra, thank you for the big raid. Zebra. Hero Pull 1 Will. You like ending D? Isaac, who did not say hello either. Buddy Bro. Sizz. Rinslet. And Pixel. I'm sorry for the late start. Zebra was playing Nier Replicant, and he was doing the much fabled ending D, the legendary ending D. So I had to stick around and see what it was like. Turns out it didn't disappoint. It was pretty good. But you know, I didn't think that would take like too long. I also realized at 11:37 that I didn't have an idea for a stream title. Also, what's up, Com? 7 minutes before we normally start streaming, I realized I had nothing. But anyway, guys, hello. I think we'll probably still just play until 2:30 tonight. I'm kind of sleepy, and I also need to get up, like, not early, but I need to get up at, like, around 11 tomorrow to take care of my parents' dog. My parents are out of town. They're in Toronto this weekend. And I told him I would take care of Charles Entertainment Kirk over there at the homestead, so I gotta go take care of my little friend. Yeah, it's sometimes, Com, it does. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes that does happen. Guys, welcome to so I think we'll just play till our normal 2:30. I don't feel too bad if it's gonna be like a little shorter. Earlier this week, I was in the shower and I had one of those like real life physical full body cringe moments where I realized I promised doing like a kill montage AMV type thing for this game, and I don't even know where to begin working on it. So the more streams that we have of Ultra Despair Girls is maybe not the worst thing in the world. But then I like got, do you guys ever get like, you know, like post nut clarity? Do you guys ever get mid shower clarity? I know like shower thoughts is a thing, obviously, and I have those too. A lot of people have those, but I always was under the impression that a shower thought was like something just random. And I guess remembering that I said I was going to do that was sort of a random thing. But then I had a mid-shower clarity moment where I, with my wet, soapy hand, I like grabbed my phone. I don't know if anybody else is poisoned like me, but sometimes I put my phone up in the like high corner of the shower and put like music or like a YouTube video on because this is 2026 and we live in hell. Sometimes I watch my phone or listen to my music in the shower, and my phone was in the shower with me this day. I grabbed my phone with my soapy hand and I started writing. I started storyboarding the AMV. I started writing down ideas in mid shower clarity, writing down ideas for the AMV. I think it could maybe happen. It probably won't though. Maybe it will. Guys, welcome. Ultra Despair Girls, Chapter 5. I think that another thing. Komaru, stop walking. I gotta get my steps in for the day. We're starting half an hour late, bestie. I can't be behind. It's getting worse. Look at her. She's hitting the Stairmaster right here. Wait, let's put her on the stairs. Look. If I let her go, she will just go up the stairs. She will just walk out. I think we already explored everything else that was back there already. I remember I tried to do that last week. This is Chapter 5. Last week we got our first B rank. Remember, somehow that has become the thing I care the most about in this project. We've only gotten to C ranks on the chapter grade so far. Last week we got a B rank. I believe there is a Chapter 6 to this game, but much like some of the other Danganronpa games, I also believe that it could be like a plot chapter and not the same thing as these other chapters, and it may not have hidden kids and it may not have like the score. So I'm gonna try to make Chapter 5 like this is gonna be the one where we do as good as we can, because it may not exist for what's to come later. But anyway, we are just to show you guys this. These are our little funnies. We missed Kotoko last time. I don't know where the hell she was hiding. Probably somewhere deranged. But look at the little Monokuma cafe. And I'm excited to see what they'll be up to next time, because this is the little story for them. This is the most balanced cast in gaming. Thoughts? Anyway, guys, hello, welcome. Going back in time to tell our past selves that Snack's main concern in Ultra Despair Girls is getting Byakuya Togami to come. I would not be at all surprised. I would be like, yeah. That seems... I think I would be maybe even a little disappointed at myself for going for something so easy. But then, if I were able to see that, like, if somehow there was an ending D cast upon me, and, like, you know, I forgot that we did this playthrough and someone like showed it to me to revive my memory of it. And I was like, oh, that's why it was about the cum thing. Then I wouldn't be upset with myself for that. I would be initially disappointed, but I think I would come around because it is funny. I think about it often. I often think that we turned the whole thing into a quest to just let Byakuya Togami come. It is so stupid. And baby, what if Komaru long jumped across this? What if she hoo-wah! Ha-hoo! Okay, look, these look like little sparkles. Watch this. Impressive. What is it, like a mall? Oh, they're manta rays. Do you guys like art, public art installation things like this? To me, those always remind me of being really excited to be going to the mall when I was a kid. And hoping I might get to go into electronics boutique, or I might get to go to get pretzel. You know, do you feel me on that? Seeing like a public art installation like this. Oh, look, this one's whale shark. This is cute. And that one's, I think, an oarfish down there. Komaru, stop talking about your orifices. I said oarfish. Plus, I went before we left. Get fucked, Monokuma. That first kid can't be equal to these other kids. Yeah, that's true. But also, like, you know, I'm not to be, you know, not to be ableist up to Monica, but like, what is she bringing to the platformer cast? Look, see, we almost missed it. Yeah, I bet somebody thought I was going to. If you're watching the VODs and you thought I was gonna miss this, thank you for watching, but fuck you. I don't mean it, but fuck you if you thought that. Okay, let's find out what they're doing this time. Oh, look! They conquered! We're almost there. Kid Paradise. Wonder. Someone who didn't grow up with a GameStop in the vicinity going to Electronics Boutique as a kid. Yeah. It's like, I think we did have GameStops when I was like pretty young. But like being a little kid, it was EB, well, it wasn't even called EB Games. It was Electronics Boutique back then. I think, like, literally the sign out front of the store called it that. Like, not EB Games. It was that, and it was Toys R Us. Or, or KB Toys, even. Used to have games and stuff like that. Those would be the stores I would be excited to go into in the mall when I was, like, pretty little. But they did change to EB. Like, I was still pretty young when they did that. And my dad also used to like to take us into Radio Shack. What did I just get? Oh, Adventurer. Yo, drops. You know what I always think about KB Toys? And, like, I think other toy stores had this too, but let me know if you, like, late, like, 90s millennials towards early, like, or towards, like, late 90s Zoomers remember this. You know, outside the, like, KB Toys or the toy store, they would have those toys that were, like, the little round plastic ball, and the little, like, Snuffleupagus wormy guy would be attached to it, and they were always, like, rolling around. And they would always have that in, like, out front in, like, a little display in front of the store, and as though they were, like, little animals in there. I used to love those for some reason. The wormy licks my bone. Guys, we're not talking about the Beatles anymore. Or huzzah. Let's look out that. Komaru, she is just gonna be in a state of constant walk. I might need to, does anybody know how to crack open a PS5 controller? Can it be done? I bet there's just like a little gunk under there. What was I gonna say? A hammer? Well, that's one way to do it. I would probably break it, though. I'm trying to unbreak it. I was looking at... So, like a month or two ago, I tried to do a zebra. Yeah, but I don't want to buy a new one, because this is my fun, cute Astrobot one that my friend got for me, also. I want to play on this one. Yeah, maybe I can... there must be some way to clean them out. I bet I can figure out a way to get it open. I bet there's just a little gamer gunk under there. It is only a problem on this game. Unfortunately, this game is stupid and it's like nothing, but... Anyway, what I was trying to say, about a month or so ago, this was like right before we started the Beatles thing, I tried to do a zebra and, like, instead of just coming up with a rough outline for what stream games I want to play, like, in the next couple, you know, games for each of my days... I actually, which is what I normally do, I actually did, like, go in and I would put, like, you know, like, this will go from about, like, this month to this month. And, you know, and all, like, went through all of that. And I looked at that today, and for Sunday, it said, Beatles thing this weekend. This is how you know this is how you know how far fucking off I was. I looked in, and my note said, Beatles thing this weekend. And then it said, Misadventures of Tronbon, which is the game that we're playing coming up this Sunday. Then it said, Misadventures of Tronbon probably takes until around June. Motherfucker, it is. We are starting in June, basically. Because the Beatles tier list fucking legend. The Beatles tier list project took 3 entire weeks. If you weren't there, session 3 is now tied for my longest stream ever. It is, according to the VODs at least, exactly the same length as the Persona 5 Royal Finale, which is my longest stream, which I think is incredible. I was a little worried that I fucked up because I didn't really want it to be longer, but it turns out it is exactly the same length. Also, because I know people were asking about it, the Beatles thing we've been doing on Sunday for the last 3 weeks, the overall time, the final time of that playthrough was just shy of 20 hours. It was like 19 hours and 57 minutes or something. Just shy of 20 hours. So it definitely wasn't longer than like many of my actual real stream playthroughs. But it was longer than like some games. I was looking at it. The ones that it's like close to were like We Love Katamari, which was the second Katamari. That's one of the old playthroughs we did. And some of those other, like, you know, it's definitely not even as long as Bones and Friends or something. Yeah. I can't believe I think we could have done it in 2. I'm not sure. It's my own fault that it took 3. I think we really could have done it in 2. I just, like, chose not to. I chose death on that one. But it was a lot of fun for me to do that. You love those guys. Session 1, we covered 5 albums in session 1. There is a reality where we could have gone through to Revolver that night, and I could have just said less. But once we decided it was going to be 3, then I was like, well, I guess I'll just talk. But I don't know, that was fun. I'm excited to be playing another. That's probably why it feels like it's been so long since we played a game on here. I'm excited to play a game in 2 days. Seeing Pokemon Gold and Silver there on what must have been the day they came out in the States, and my mom was like, okay, you know what? You can get one of them. That's rocking. I remember where I was when I got Pokemon Silver, which is the first one I got. I was visiting my grandparents, actually. And I remember that because I call him my cousin, even though he's, like, not really, but he basically is my cousin. My cousin Macaulay, he didn't have a Game Boy Color, and he wanted to, like, check out Pokemon Silver on his Game Boy. And I was, like, for some reason, really nervous that him playing it on his, like, Game Boy, like, his, you know, on his, like, black and white Game Boy. Like, for some reason, I was, like, really nervous that I was going to break my game somehow that I just got. And then I remember my uncle, who was a football coach, we went to see him coach at, like, the high school that he coached for his football game. And I remember being in Union Cave, and I was trying to play the game, like, in the dark by, like, the light of the, like, bleacher, lamp, you know, the overhead, like, bleacher light. Super vivid memories to me. But I don't remember where I got it at. It could have been it was probably a Walmart, because that's where my granny used to work. So if we were visiting that side of the family, she probably bought it for me at Walmart. Maybe we can start the next 2 Favorite Boys an hour early. Oh, the next one's gonna be long, too. The playthrough. It basically is a playthrough. I was talking about, like, potentially ranking the Beatle thing the next time we do a tier list thing. I don't actually think I'm gonna do that. I think that is, like, too far up my own ass, probably. But, I'll make sure to mention it the next time we do, like, a retrospective thing. Because I think at least, especially the first one, I think that was one of the, probably would be end up being one of the best streams of the year. Sorry, I know I just started us on this nostalgia thing about KB Toys, and now I'm reading it all, and we're not even playing the game. Yeah, we can't tier list a tier list. Okay. what happened to these children? They look so okay. If you don't remember what was happening on the game last time, Komaru and Toko and ugly gross ass Haiji went to the bottom of the Towa group lab. We found that there was a giant Monokuma down there. Haiji was like, we're going to use this to defeat the Monokumas and also kill all the kids. Toko and Komaru were like, I don't know if we really want to do that. But then Nagisa showed up. We battled his robot. It seems like to imply that he died, but it has not shown the death of any of these kids. It may be that there is just some weird thing about not showing children dying in a video game, or maybe even in Japan. I'm not sure. But the other ones, they've gotten taken away by the Monokuma kids. His just like a big thing fell on him. So I don't know if he died or not. I hope he didn't though, because he was a good lad underneath it all. What happened to him was fucked up. But then Haiji got into the mech. He started fucking driving it around. It's fighting a bunch of Monokumas out in the streets. All the rest of the adults are like, yeah, let's kill the kids. Except Hiroko, the one cool adult here who was like, guys, fucking, can we stop this? And so Komaru and Toko are now going to Towa Hills to stop it. And that's it. Got FF12 because I was spending a few days at my aunt and uncle's house, and it's also where I was when MJ died. I remember hearing about that in the car radio, actually. We used to listen to a lot of car FM radio when I was I think I must have been in early high school, right? When did Michael die? 2006? Or was it earlier than that? 2009. Okay, it was later than that. Well, I definitely still remember hearing it on the radio. I remember being on the interstate here in Virginia Beach. Or, the highway. And hearing that. Probably just scared once they saw adults were fighting back. Isaac was in Berlin. Ooh la la. I was in Africa when Trump got elected. That's my, I was out of the country when this crazy thing happened. I was in Zambia at a resort when Trump got elected. And this, they were from somewhere in Europe, maybe Germany or something. This other white European couple came up to me, and they were like, they were trying to asking me all these things. They're like, what do you think? What's going to happen? And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm on vacation, though. I really don't want to think about this right now. I almost genuinely couldn't literally be further away from this news right now, and I'm just going to deal with it when I get back. Those idiots back when you were a kid, ones who would mess with a chained-up dog. Toko, are you describing yourself? Inevitably, they'd get bitten, and then they end up with a fear of dogs. But don't they look just horrified? They're completely frozen in fear. They look like their fun has ended, and now they're in timeout.
You're right.
Maybe they're more childlike than we imagined. They never thought it would come to this. Or, do you know something?
No.
Nothing definitive, just a feeling. Regardless, once we get to the kids' HQ, we'll have all the answers, even if we don't want them. One of the things I knew Michael Jackson for was his cameo in Men in Black 2. That's wild. Yeah, he definitely was at least for my generation, it was just when somebody was creepy or you wanted to make a joke on someone, you'd call him Michael Jackson.
So the door opens if you ring the bell?
Why the fuck would the door open if you rung the bell? Ring the bell as well? Subscribe to my YouTube. Mega fun girl 1234. That's your YouTube.
We got
See,
in pretty
two
easy,
subscribers. One of them's Nagito somehow.
Monokuma is making such a mess.
Hype up my video. Oh yeah, I can upload the video. I'm gonna start working on a kill montage. Oh, Komaru, it's getting pretty late in our adventure for that. Yeah, I think I can do it though. Sure, I don't really know how to edit, but I could probably learn. We got in pretty easy, huh? Maybe it's because Big Bang Monokuma's making such a mess.
Toga, what are you looking around
Oh,
for?
fuck. This was voiced. I'm such an idiot. Hype my video. Mega Freak 1, 2, 3, 4. It could. I think Mega Fun is cute, though. It's got to be something like that. Actually, it could be Mega Freak Girl 1, 2, 3, 4, because I think she would think that was tough. Doesn't my handle go hard, Toko? I don't want to hear anything about your megaphone handle, Komaru.
There's no mistaking it. Master is here. The red string tied to my pinky. Oh, I can feel it tugging.
I was looking through my screenshots the other day, and I have so many funny Toko lines just screenshotted. It cracks me up every time I scroll through my PS5 album now, because they're all at the top.
But in a building this big, it's gonna be hard to find him.
This is a nice-ass building, too. He's here.
Well, obviously, all we have to do is catch the head brat and make them spill.
Well, you know, the capture gallery, screenshot gallery. But how can one look at? Well, this I know how to do. It's pretty easy. You just go to this button here, and then you click Go to Media Gallery. This is not something... Sis, when you weren't here earlier at Zebra's stream, we were shit-talking the PlayStation 5 screenshot interface. This, I feel pretty comfortable with this shit now.
We can make them stop controlling the Monokumas. 2 birds, 1
The only
stone.
thing I really hate about PlayStation's screenshotting is that there is delay between when you click the capture button and when the screenshot actually gets taken. Find it from the home menu? Okay. Admittedly, it's not that hard. Incorrect. It's media gallery. But they need to fix that shit. Hey, if the PS6 costs $1,000, can they get a screenshot button that takes your screenshot instantly without like hundreds of milliseconds of lag? Do you remember in the P5S playthrough when I accidentally took a screenshot of On's big titties? Right. Do you remember that? I was trying to take a cute picture of Jables-kun swimming around with Sophie, showing her under the water. And I accidentally, because of the lag, took a picture of On's big bosomly babies. I took a picture of On Takamaki's womanly babies instead, accidentally. Man, she's my friend. Okay, stop. What are we saying? Catch the head brat. The head brat is a little rat, Toko. I think she would give you a run for your money. It was an accident. I would never disrespect her that way. I would disrespect other female anime characters, but not On. She is pure, wholly pure to me.
Knowing those brats, I bet they're somewhere up high where they can watch it all go down.
Yeah, that seems likely.
But from here on, we can't let our guard down. The Monokuma controller has to be well protected.
The thing I hate about PSN screenshots is that the icon that shows you took the picture shows up in other... Oh my god, Sis, yes, it's so annoying. Sis, it's so annoying. Why would it ever be like that? If you take like multiple screenshots and it still screenshots the little screenshot icon on there, as though it is part of the game capture. They need to figure that shit out.
Let's buckle up and get moving.
Let's cock up and schnut up, right, Komaru? Toko, that was raw, yeah.
Yeah, let's end this. Personally, I'm hoping for an easy ending.
Determined chicken. It's never gonna be easy for you, girl. Nothing has been.
Yeah, that sounds good. And while the credits roll, you'll be all jealous watching Master and me passionately embrace.
After we get the A rank and the credits roll,
Yeah, I don't think I'll be jealous of that.
we're gonna paint the walls white, Komaru. Hell yeah, bestie. She thinks she's going to be
For
included.
some reason, I feel like like I've seen this before.
That is where
There's
that
no
bit
chance
has
it would
like
suddenly
gone.
ambush us, right?
Komaru, in her pursuit for something to work towards, a goal to chase after, she thinks she is going to be included in the Byakuya cumgasm, which to me personally I think is a really funny idea. And they got a squatty potty in the squatty lobby. Holy fuck. This place has it all. What if you came into like a really nice hotel, like a 4-star hotel or something, and there was someone squatting on like a little duck toilet just taking a big shit in the lobby, and everybody else was acting like it was normal. Ooh, what is this music? This is, look, this painting here, that shit they got in the, no, not that one. This one, maybe. This is that shit they got in the Ace Attorney courtroom lobby. You know that fucking painting in there? These are the level of paintings they have in the lobby in the courtroom in Ace Attorney. A game series that I wish had a game like this, personally. Is Edgeworth Investigations the Ultra Despair Girls of Ace Attorney? For people that have played it. Oh my god, this fucking song. We will never escape it. We will just get different arrangements of the song. Tokuichi Towa, representative of Towa Group and Towa City, announced plans today to rebuild Towa Hills, a city landmark only trumped by Towa Tower. Only Towa Trump Tower. This time, reconstruction will upscale the business side of Towa Hills. It has entertained residents and tourists alike, and with the remodeling, the business and private sectors will be completely revitalized. Construction begins in year 1 and is slated for completion 3 years later. I'll tell you someone else who's slated for completion. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be in it, right? I think Toko's trying to take control of this bit. She knows we don't have that much time left. She's like, I gotta figure this. I gotta find a way to let Komaru down gently. Okay, let's look around.
Another game corner
Oh,
here.
cool. That was like Edgar the Big Bug guy. That guy used to scare me when I was younger. Oh, have a glass of sugar water. That movie scared me when I was a kid. The first time I watched Men in Black, first of all, my dad was like so excited to show it to me.
Mostly flooded. Be careful that you don't shock yourself.
I'm not sure why, considering definitely Men in Black. I was definitely alive, I think, when Men in Black came out, but I think I was just too young to see it, maybe? I think at least. It couldn't have been much earlier than... I was probably a baby when it came out. My dad had seen it, and he was like super excited to like show me this movie. I remember we rented it, and then we went to a like cabin by a lake. When I was a little kid, my grandpa, he owned this cabin, I guess. He like bought it. Like my mother went to this cabin when she was a child. He owned this cabin that was out in this lake in Maine, and we used to go there some summers. And while I liked it, it didn't have like any like, it was pretty rustic, and so it would get boring up there too. But I remember one time specifically, my dad rented Men in Black, and like watching that movie and then going to sleep out in this relatively out in the fucking woods like cabin was like scary to me. I still remember like what it was like to be scared about the aliens being out there, maybe when I was little. Okay, electricity. Is there water all over the floor? Is that what this is? Or is it just a choice of a carpet? Maybe. Aliens are scary. I was scared of aliens. I was like, I saw Men in Black. I was like, oh, alien! Do you guys know what that is? I saw Men in Black. I was like, oh, alien! Me when there's an alien. Okay, so I think we need to get on that thing. You see that little tartan rug? I think I need to get onto that tasteful tartan rug that Monokuma's on. And then shock the water, and it should shock all of them. But I probably can't get shocked, or else they'll see me or some dumb bullshit. I think this is a trap. This is a... Maybe this is a trap also. There's no top down. Pixel, you always go to bed before you get to see these parts. These are the parts we have to get. We have to perfect so we can get the Byakuya Come score. This is the most important part. Okay, so I think we need to get these guys over there. And these guys over here should, I feel like, just be fine to leave, right? Doesn't the current go across all of the water? So, let's think. I just need to find a way to get rid of these guys then. And have them not see me. Including him, who I feel like he's going to be a problem. If we are here, can't I get a visual on that one probably? Maybe I can shoot them both and then just walk past. I don't know, but I'm going to try it. And Komaru, I swear to Christ, girl, if... We just saved. We just saved. It's fine. Return! Here we go. I don't know why I saved at the very bottom. But maybe that's because that's where I am when it comes to this game. Ultra Despair Girl is more like Ultra Hard this. This part of the song is so, like, Danganronpa going around. And then it puts that stupid fucking singing shit in that I liked at the beginning of this playthrough and I never want to hear again now. Which isn't great considering, from what I understand, it's in V3 to some degree. At least Zebra said it is. Okay, I guess I just need to shoot this one first. That you don't shock yourself. Bring him down here. But I'll still need to get over here, I gotta imagine. I think I probably can just walk past him once he's looking at the Dancy boy. Okay. Don't mind me. Just a little nicer. Yes, okay. Shoot that one and shoot this one. Now he's moving on the move. Fuck! Komaru! I'm sorry! Komaru! This genuinely, this one isn't even that bad though. How the fuck was I supposed to do that? I feel like I'm turning into like Dark Side Phil about just this one aspect of this one game.
It's that arcade machine again.
Sometimes I'll look at the ones that we like fucked up. I'll like watch part of the stream back looking for something, and I'll just like get sucked into it, and I'll look at the ones we fucked up, and I'll be like, how the fuck did I fuck that up?
Mostly flooded.
These are the shooting minigame puzzles in Ultra Despair Girls. I should not be losing at these. Okay. So, I don't think I can get a visual on this one down here without him seeing me, though. Maybe I can walk around like this? We missed Mondo and Byakuya's hit list poster. Fuck. There is a trophy for that, which I don't care too particularly about, but I do care about, like, I wanted to see them still. I do care about missing that. We can maybe we'll look them up at the end. I feel like we've been so good, but I guess we aren't, though. We'll look them up. I'll put them on screen so we can still see them. Oh, except we won't get to see what Hiroko has to say about them. Were they, like, early, or were they... Did we, like, just miss them? Okay, so we shoot this one, because if it was, like, Chapter 1, then I wouldn't... I, like, didn't even realize what I was looking for yet when that was happening, probably. We could just play the cutscenes for them, but I won't be able to do bits over it, though. That would feel weird. Byakuya's was in Chapter 22. Chapter 4. Says, were you trying to do math in the Twitch chat? Is? Fuck, we just missed one? Says, if you type 2 and 2 into the Twitch chat, it doesn't give you, yeah, if you type the digital root, there's no way to do that in Twitch chat. It's not going to give you 4. It's not going to give you Danganronpa 2x2. 2 times 2. Alright, so like... So now I'm thinking we hit this one. We still hit these. Maybe when this guy comes over to... Well, actually... No, I actually don't think we need... I think we just walk past this guy. On our first pass. Unless he'll see me. Would he get a line of sight on me? I feel like they usually don't if you're like that. Okay, I think we need to hit... Oh, Pixel, that's Wanda. I think we need to hit this one, go past, hit this, leave these, run up here, make sure he isn't looking at me, because he does turn all the way around. Go up here, shoot this one, go back around up here. No. Okay, shoot this one, go back down here, shoot that one, and then go back around up here. Except what would this one be for? I think that will work. I feel like we have to do it fast, though, because don't these run out? Mass is never going to remember the plan I just made for this. Okay. So, he's gone, right? Oh, fuck, I hit the wrong one. Okay. New plan. Maybe I can... Okay, that's not going to work. But that's not what I meant to do. I know what we need to do on this one now. I have it figured out. You ever make a plan and then don't listen to it? Me, my entire life. You ever, like, be sitting in bed at, like, 3 in the morning and be like, this is what I have to do to get my life back on track, except it's 3 in the morning right now, so no use worrying about it now. And you wake up the next day and you're like,
arcade machine again.
I'm the king of the world. And you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh, I'm fast as fuck, boy.
It's mostly flooded. Be careful that you don't shock yourself.
Yeah, you wake up the next day and you're literally Suzaku Kururugi, honorary Britannian. Guys, we've been watching Code Geass. I haven't really talked about it on here. Fuck. He wasn't looking. Make sure. I can't. The problem is, there's no peek. My controller's broken. There's no way to, like, really effectively look, like, know where that guy is looking. We've tried to time it sometimes. Can we show off the name of the Platinum Trophy? Sure. It's called Pragmatism's Last Reward. Isn't that fucking crazy? Did they do it on purpose?
It's that arcade machine again.
And also, what could it mean in the context of this game? I guess in that, like, Komaru is the pragmatic, part of the faction of this.
It's mostly flooded.
She's the only one who doesn't want death of one of the two sides. So maybe she'll be rewarded for that. Maybe Pragmatism's last reward is the cum we splooged along the way. Okay, I'm just gonna soul read that he's not looking. Hell yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm trying to make something fun for you to dance around for. Okay. Now he's looking. He's looking. He shouldn't be able to see me over that big riot shield, though. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling game design on that one. Okay, I think we do have to come down here. Because if we hit that one back there, I wonder if that other guy would have gone to it. Oh, yeah, because I can hit this. Fuck, I didn't hit it? Oh, okay. He just didn't give a fuck. Okay, paralyze. Bow, 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 now. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, Toko, yeah. She's going, she, and like water starts fucking flying everywhere. Oh, uppa? Why uppa? I think there was another room like this, though.
This room. Does that pervert grade schooler live here? You know, the one who stole your...
I said nothing happened!
I missed her. This has got to be Kotoko's little room, though. Look, she had a little strawberry house communicator. This is where she watched her fucking Jersey Shore. Oh. Okay, let's get this first. Oh god, I really don't. The data file on Kotoko's little strawberry bed. There's no way this will ever be anything good. Oh. Oh, it was just girl power. Yes. Unwavering girl power. Has there ever been anything more me? And this was, oh god. Oh, I hate this. This horse needs to be 100% less triangular. Stop. You're not fooling anyone. There's only one thing that a horse that looks like that is used for.
Hey, if we use the remote control, we can move the robot, right?
I don't know if I should have. I think we should have gone to the right down below first.
It seems dangerous to just start playing with it. Why don't you touch it?
We can move the robot. Touch. Oh. Oh, raw. Oh, I bet we didn't even engage with this. This must be what's up the stairs.
The robot moved.
Yay. Okay, well, I would imagine there's like 2 robots, right? Yeah, okay. It's, that's, Jotaro's robot, I think. The priest one. We do a little quick, hidden kid scan here. I can't imagine there was more than one outside, but I do imagine there will probably be one somewhere in this, like, area. So, we'll keep on the lookout. And I'm just gonna save often. Excuse me. Just gonna sneak past you real quick. Hurt. Oh no. No. I don't. Should we even read this one? I don't really want to. I'm gonna proofread it here real quick. This is definitely Kotoko's mom wrote this. Remember her mom, it was implied that she was the one who was like, or they were like both kind of being sold out, but oh my god, I hate this. That was horrific. That was the most fucked up thing we've read. I have this. That was like the first time it's been like too dark. I think. I'm gonna go back down the stairs. Look, Toko, I'm scrolling around at the speed of scrounge. And she's like, look, she's trying to grind down the fucking escalator thing. Scrolling around at the speed of sound. Why would it ever be sound? Okay, where did we begin? Let's save in this one for now. That way I can really diversify my save portfolio. You bet they played battle mode all the time. Komaru, I think, has been waiting her whole life for someone to play SA2 battle mode with. And don't let her know that I said this, but I think she found it. Oh, that's good for them. She was talking about a lemonade stand, right, Toko? Yeah, I mean, I guess you do really have to sell it to get the customers to pull over. Yeah, it was probably just that. Yeah, I think it was that.
It's that arcade machine again. Let's get a move on.
Break ammo full, Komaru. Look, Toko, 8. Tomorrow, you know you can't do math on the on the megaphone. Look, Toko, 8. So stupid. Ba ba boo ba ba. I love that she puts her full ass legal name into this every time. I'm fit to bust over here, bestie.
I'm confused.
Me too. Oh my god, this one is quite complex. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have link bullets this time and a switch, but there's already a Monokuma on the switch, so I guess we probably have to move him off the switch. I'm just not sure what to what end. To what end? Destroy them all at once. I gotta think we're gonna need to use the ball for that one. This guy's trying to take Monokuma off the switch. I'm trying to delay Danganronpa 2x2. I mean, they gave me knockback, right? The answer has never been to use the ball when there has not been a ball. So I think we need to move this guy down here so that the car doesn't hit him or something. I just don't... Oh, I bet that when we... Okay, I see. I bet the switch closes that thing. So we will need a Monokuma on the switch. I just need it to not be one who's going to see me go over there. So what if, like... we use this guy. I wonder if I can put a Monokuma like up there or something and just like save him. Leave him behind. Cause won't he come running? Can I scoop him up with the link bullet if they're already vibing with the little vibe machine? I guess we're gonna find the fuck out. Cause that seems like it'll be pretty easy otherwise. Is he coming up over here? No. Okay, so that's what we gotta do then. And he will see me if I walk over there first, so we are gonna have to move him first. We'll just make him look at the wall. Looking at wall! Oh, looking at this wall. Okay. Now I need to move the car. And now I need to knock the back. Wait, no, because I need to get... Fuck. I need to get him... Oh, how does that work then, though? Okay, I didn't think this out. Because I'm going to need him off the switch. Can I link with this guy, though? Oh, you can. Okay. What is the point of this, then? Oh, well, I'll need him somewhere that I can hit him, right? Because if we... Here's the thing. If we shoot him from the back here, he's not going to get all of them. He's only going to get one guy. Maybe... So... Let me think. Maybe I need to bring him over here, then. Won't the explosion chain... Oh, maybe. Let me think about that, though. You think it'll go boom, bam, bam? Yeah, you're probably right, sis. Okay, well, this is not good, because he can see me now if he does. Oh, Jesus, why is he coming over here? Okay, here we go. Watch this. It's not over yet. We'll just make him face this way. She'll just try the easy way first. Oh, what? The cup noodle! I think that probably is what we have to do, though. Okay, which one am I loading? This one, right? That one I think is easier than the other one. Look at them. Guys, it's been a big ass week. So big ass that like we probably don't I don't know when I am gonna have time to like talk about anything. Because even though Sunday is like usually a chill day for like more like yapping games, we're starting a new game on this coming Sunday.
Door and then the bomb? God, I'm confused.
This is actually really funny also. That was in character to like our Komaru. Yeah, I think so too, Sis. I think those ball guys, they need to be like right in the right place, basically. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't just be trying to like cram in a bunch of like talking about like current event talking for the first stream of the game. Because then, first of all, you're not going to absorb anything. Second of all, it's stupid. I am excited to start that game now. I've been meaning to do it for like ever. Please? Okay, it does sound like it got him. Hooray! But like, yeah. Something funny I did want to mention as we were talking about the Beatles stuff is that like we didn't talk about this at all somehow on any of the 3 like days that we did all of the like any of the 3 weeks of the Beatles shit. But Paul McCartney has appeared in like a ton of interviews and like TV shows. He's doing like a bunch of press work lately for this album that he has coming out.
Kid. Tools everywhere. It smells like paint thinner.
Oh, paint thinner. No wonder I was feeling a little loopy.
You guys want to huff some thinner with the Goyles? Would you huff paint thinner with Toko Fukawa? YN. I'm thinking why. What is this? These are all naked. This is naked. No, I think I would try it. I think I would rather hang out with Toko. The huffing the paint thinner, I think, would be like not. Yeah, Toko would be secondary to the issue. I feel like it would be like not fun. I think it would be. I feel like it would be gross. But for her, I think I would do it. Oh, what's this Wanda? Oh, look. It's Junko Shi. Oh, this is so nice. Look at her. She looks beautiful. Junko Buta. I'm taking a picture with it. We're going to use this for the thumbnail. Anyway, Paul McCartney has an album coming out. Actually, it's out. I think it came out today. It's already out. I've been hearing... I cannot believe this. I've been hearing good reviews. I've been hearing it's pretty good. It might be the best album of his 80s so far. I've been hearing it's good. But I also follow a lot of like Beatle like stan accounts and stuff who will say like anything's good. But it at least seems to be something that he put like work into. Like it's not like just a phone-in project. But he was on fucking Paul McCartney was on Saturday Night Live. I didn't think he sounded particularly good on Saturday Night Live, even for him. Even for like where he's at like right now, like the condition his voice is in and all that. But he was also on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, which was am I wrong about this, or was that also like Stephen's last late show? Wasn't it? Was that like it was like an important late show too, wasn't it? Yeah, he was the last guest on the last late show. Another cool thing about that is that yeah, the Late Show is filmed in the Ed Sullivan Theater, which is obviously where they used to host the Ed Sullivan Show. If you got anything from my Beatle presentation that lasted 20 hours, the first place that the Beatles performed when they came to America in like the early 60s was that same theater, the Ed Sullivan Theater, for the Ed Sullivan Show. So like the fact that McCartney was back there in 2026 sending off that show in that same theater is like pretty crazy. But I thought he sounded good there, even though he played Paul Slop, hell mid, good, bad. He played Hello Goodbye, but he sounded. I thought he sounded good there. And then he was on a bunch of other stuff. There's been a bunch of funny clips I've seen of him on this thing that I didn't know existed. Some British thing called Chicken Shop Date. Do you guys know about this? Am I just out of the loop? He was on this thing called Chicken Shop Date. He showed up dressed like a Zoomer. Like, he showed up in like a jeans and like a hoodie and like a jacket. He looks so funny. He showed up to this chicken shop date with this like young woman. I don't really know much about it, but I guess it's some internet show where they just do like rapid fire questions or something. But he was on it, and it was pretty funny. I saw a bunch of really funny clips of it. But anyway, the relevant part, and the part that's funny, is that all this stuff was going on as I was doing this Beetle thing for the last few weeks, and like I somehow forgot to talk about it every single time. But I like Paul McCartney. He's funny. All of it made me laugh and smile. I don't know if I'll listen to the album. Maybe I will. I didn't listen to his last couple ones, though. The last one was... I don't even remember. Was it New? Or was it Egypt Station? I know those were some of his newer ones. Or was there another one? McCartney 3. That was like in COVID, right? I don't know. I didn't listen to any of those. I mean, I heard like some of the like songs off them, but mostly just because I was like, it would be like this is what this sounds like, I guess. Or I heard him on a YouTube video or something. But hey, good job, Paul. But that was funny. Okay, this one I think I'll at least read, cause Jotaro's shit I'm interested in actually. I was curious about like what was the story to him. So much I can do it. We definitely got the impression that his mom specifically did not want him, and that is how, or hated him for some reason, and that's how his whole shit got fucked up. I think our theory prevailingly was that he looked like his Playboy dad or something. That was our guess for what happened, but I guess we're gonna find out. What if this started with, oh god, there's so much I like, yeah, I wish my son didn't exist, but at least I'm not as bad as that other lady from the left side. My son came home today telling me about what his little classmate's school home life was like, and poof, I'm feeling good about myself today. Still though, so much I could have done if I never had him. I could have obtained qualifications and taken licenses. You never would have did that anyway. Taken lessons, worked more. Instead, my entire life is just a platform for my wonderful, funny little son. I think about it every night before I go to sleep. Oh god, he talks so slow. Takes 30 minutes just to get through how his day at school was when he comes home. If I woke up in the early morning and my son was dead, how splendid would that be, Jesus. I patted myself on the back and promptly sent him off to his windowless dungeon. But every time I wake up and see him, I sigh. Why are you still alive? Why do you have a normal life? I yearn for the day he stops being healthy and stops growing and just disappears. Jesus Christ, that's all I want. Alright, well, there's not much new info in this, really. He's such a worthless face, makes me even more sad. Makes me think I'm the one who's wrong. I shouldn't have had you. But he was beautiful, right? Do I have a screenshot of that? I feel bad for them kids. I feel bad. I'm scooping these kids up. I feel bad for these kids.
Nice. Now we can keep going.
This is making me say it. I gotta imagine that the next area will also have 2 more. There wasn't much new. Yeah, well, I think the other one at least cleared some stuff up for me on that, but maybe I was just a little less clear on how the mom factored into that. I don't think it was. I didn't realize whether or not the mom, like, you know, was like how much of it she wanted intentionally herself, or how much of it she was forced into. But now it seems like the answer is 100% to both. She was forced into it, definitely, but she clearly made herself believe that it was like the right thing to do.
What a pain. After all this, they're still playing games.
Also, what's up, Tamal? Did I say hi to Tamal? Hi, Tamal. Hello, come on. Okay, I did it. Was that? That's my fourth. This is the problem with save files for me, you guys. Is my dumb little idiot nematode brain can never fucking remember. Like I always see like 3 or 4 of them, and I'm like, which one do I load, boss? Like this is also why whenever we play games on stream, I always just use one save file. Open the map for a second. All right, it looked like this. Oh, look at them determa. Was it that you wanted to see, Sis? That they're determa? That they're little grandpa? There's been some gaming. Oh, fuck. I forgot to get this, too. Oopsies. Well, we're definitely not getting that trophy anyway if we already missed 2 of the files for the wanted posters for the other characters. Out of curiosity, who were they? Mondo and Byakuya? Oh my god, the Byakuya specifically, that one sucks to miss. I was really excited for that one. Should we just look at them now? Are there like links to them or anything, Sis? Because if we've already missed them, why not just look at them, you know? I wonder if there's a YouTube video I could pull up. I'll watch them. This is already like a weird night where we already kind of, I feel like, have resigned ourselves to not making a ton of progress. Takemichi Yukimaru. This must be maybe someone else in his gang. This one's raw. I really kind of do want to hear what Hiroko had to say about them, though. That must be on YouTube. Could someone find me? Do we think don't we still have one left to go though? Maybe we'll wait. Maybe we'll save it. Didn't we think we had one more? Or was that only if we kept Junko and Mukuro in? And Makoto, who I don't know, we have Makoto's though. We had one of Komaru already. Let me look at it real quick. Pop, 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 pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There should be 13, right? No. We definitely talked about this last week, and now I don't remember. Fuck. Oh, because Toko had... weren't we saying maybe we were thinking Toko might have been taken out? Was Byakuya Toko's one? Toko wasn't even supposed to be here, right? Aloysius Pennyworth? Oh my... Wait, but I don't want to... Wait, hold on. We need to be... Well, actually, I guess if there's one more, then it won't matter. We'll just show them on stream, these two, because we know we already missed these ones, right? Okay, I'll show them. Isn't there one more, though? Hold on, let me think about it. Taka... Yeah, Leon, Hina, Hiro, Sayaka, Chihiro, Celeste, Aloysius? No, Aloysius. Unless it's a different name. Is Aloysius a name? Unless there's also a name that's that. Aloysius is a real name. People are called that. Hifumi. I mean, maybe like barons and counts and stuff. No, Aloysius. it's a name. Makoto, Kyoko, and Sakura. There must be one more then. But who was it? Maybe Byakuya is his best friend. I haven't looked at it yet. Pokeminch's dad? Come on. Okay. Who the fuck was it? I swear we talked about this last week. So Mondo, I guess it's Toko, right? Mondo, Toko, and Byakuya. Okay. I'm gonna show them on the screen though. They named their kid Porky, and everybody thought it was Pokey. They don't know what names are real. I'm not saying it's not an aggressively fake name, because it definitely is. It is a superbly fake name, but it is a real name. Okay. We window capture here, baby. All right, this guy. This is Mondo's. Ooh, let me put the chat up here. Gon Takeru's. Takemichi Yukimaru. A shrimpy demon with a head as hard as metal. In the demon world, it was an elite in the Crazy Diamond. That was Mondo's gang, by the way. Even though it doesn't look like it likes girl demons, it has a fan club. What? You should plan a surprise attack when its special school uniform is off. Crush it with your very own fists. Okay. He was the hot boy, I guess, in the Crazy Diamonds. Special school uniform? Is that something? Is that anything? What was the other one? Hold on. We think this is Koichi inspired. Takemichi. Is there? Are we thinking like obviously the Crazy Diamonds certainly could be a reference to JoJo's, but I don't know if I've ever thought. I mean, I guess like he's got the hair, I guess, that Josuke has. I guess it probably is all a reference to part 4, but I don't think that this kid necessarily looks like that. Did Koichi have a special school uniform? Okay, we have to see this one. Oh my god. Oh, it's Byakuya's butler. Okay. Alright. Gross Butlerix. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. An annoying old demon that was the butler for the Togami family. It has this super creepy voice that always goes, "Welcome home, young master." Also, it has a weird special ability that makes its attack power go up when the young master, Togami Byakuya, gets made fun of. So make sure you're extra careful. This guy would go, "Tako de gozaimasu." Arigato. He would be like that. This guy would do anything for Byakuya. This is raw. He looks raw also. He looks sick. I bet he also loves Sonic. He's more of a Master System guy though, maybe. Okay. Go away, window capture, go away. Okay, well, that was fun. So, we think we have one more. Oh, Discord DMs. Is it the video? Oh, but I don't want to read this, though. We could watch it at the end. If there's still going to be one left, which means we're still going to have one more to take to Hiroko, why don't we just... We'll like, find a YouTube video of all of them, and then when we have seen the last one, and we're back at her, then we'll just, like, play the two that for these guys that we missed. Because that way we'll get the voice acting. I won't have to read it, and also I won't be tempted to do bits over it, so it'll go faster. Okay, I tried to look around here for another hidden kid, and I don't see one. But if there's not one here, I think that there must be one in the next area.
Another robot.
I mean, we could do bits, but, you know. I won't have control over the speed that the text moves, so. You feel me on that?
There's no way it would end with those two robots from earlier. Not with these developers.
Get him, Toko. Good one. Good fourth wall break, queen. Oh, man, Toko. The wall's all over the ground. You smashed the shit out of that thing. Thanks, bestie. Whoa, Toko, who left all this wall lying around here? It's like it got smashed wide open. Yeah, okay, fine. I get it, come on. Whoa! She like goes way too far with it. You have the ever so tempting pause button right there. Yeah, but you know. I mean, we can pause. We'll pause to say things about it, but like, you know. I can't believe I'm getting ammo capped on these bullets also. Do you remember when we didn't have any briefly? The game tried to play me like one level like it was a real survival horror thing. And ever since then, it's just started giving me mostly Monokumas in these little rooms.
It's another arcade machine room.
These are interesting though, just to like see what their little, you know, what their, well, everyone's own individual rooms look like. It's kind of cool. Even if we have to read a horrific file at the end of every one.
We might be able to defeat them in one go.
Because I think Masaru's even could be pretty fucked up. None of them will ever be as bad as Kotoko's, though. All right, here we got the Mikan bots. Ew, I didn't realize they had, like, one little wacky flailing hand. They've got a little hand dick. Flailing inflatable hand dick. Okay, and it looks like this one I'm just gonna need to clear a path of the cars? We only have the move bullet here. So, yeah, so I'm gonna need to clear this whole path out, and then when they are right like they just were... that's normal, though? So I'm confused, because I thought that was normal. Right when they are all in a line in a row right there, I'm gonna have to knock this one down. So I feel like we probably want to make moves, like, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Okay, so up. Wait, do we want to just do these in order? Oh god. Oh my goodness, my stomach. I already fucked it up. Guys, there was some gaming news this week, too. Gaming news. Unfortunately, I'm getting pretty sloppy thirds on this one. But it was some stuff that I'm pretty excited about. There was a... they finally showed, really sort of for the first time, they showed the new Dragon Quest 12. Dragon Quest 12, which is a game that we pretty much knew has been intended to come out for like a while, and then they recently did a 40th anniversary presentation thing this week, which we knew going into it was going to be pretty short. So I was like, I definitely believe we'll see Dragon Quest 12, but I don't think we'll really see much of anything else. We actually did, though. They also showed a Dragon Quest Monsters, new Dragon Quest Monsters game, which does look lovely. Okay, I think it's this one then. And I'm gonna need these ones in the back out of the way, so I'm gonna have to move those. That's the one that's gonna hit them, though, so don't hit that one. They're lining up. I like Dragon Quest. I was excited about it. I'm interested in Dragon Quest 12. That had to be it, right? Hell yeah. Wait, but we didn't get the Where was the little woohoo wahey? Are there two rooms here, maybe? Where was my woohoo wahey? Girlies? Did I fuck it up? How could I have, though? I feel like it didn't give me that, though. Doesn't it usually just unlock the thing when you, like, kill them? Did I do it wrong? I'm going back. We're yapping already. I'm trying it again. But they pretty much opened it up by announcing that they have restarted development on Dragon Quest 12. It now has a totally new subtitle. The direction and the story scenario and shit for the game has changed. They pretty much certainly seem like they started over. Now we're getting this. We're at Seaman and Bust. Seaman and or Bust.
It's that arcade machine again.
So, like, that comes with its whole thing. Now, I was talking about this a little bit at Zebra's stream. I personally...
Four aberrant Monokumas. We might be able to defeat them in one go if
I personally was not particularly enthusiastic about the info that we had been given about Dragon Quest 12. Really the only thing was they implied that it would be, maybe a bit of a more mature story. It might be a little darker and edgier. And the logo was like this scorched, like, fire flame thing. Personally, I was saying this at Zebra's stream, despite the fact that, like, I love to be proven wrong, and, I have enjoyed a bunch of their, like, modern AAA games, including Dragon Quest 11, which is a game I love. I don't personally trust Square Enix very much when it comes to, like, bold new takes on their classic IPs. I don't think I've been given much reason to really trust them. I think they have been wrong. I think they have fucked up a lot on that kind of stuff. And even though, again, like, I have been wrong before. There we go, we got it. I was not into the idea. For me, it just seemed like something to fuck up. Instead of something that I, like, really wholly believed they would follow through on the vision for. That said, I do think, like, if the pivot was make it as safe as possible, that will also be disappointing. I do think the idea of, like, a new direction for the series definitely aligned well with the idea that we might see some new staff on the series, especially because 2/3 of, like, the core main force behind Dragon Quest passed away since the last one came out. And I still do hope that what is this? There wasn't this for any of the other ones? What's happening here? I still do hope that that there will be, some new mixed in with the old. I just, like, I wasn't attached to anything that we knew about the previous Dragon Quest 12. I think it will be interesting when inevitably stuff comes out about what that game was supposed to be. But I'm not disappointed to see this. I really don't feel one way or the other about it. They sort of showed a trailer, but it wasn't even really a trailer. It was just like some gameplay footage kind of cut like a trailer. And I think a lot of people have been very critical on it because of that, but I liked what they showed. I thought that the game looked beautiful. It was very vibrant. If you really, like, remember what Dragon Quest XI looks like, which I still think is a very nice looking game, it has a nice art style. I think this looks like running around in the field and all that stuff looks a lot better. The character designs I think are fine. I like the protag okay. I think that protag I think he is the protag from the previous Dragon Quest 12 version. My personal idea is that guy was not changed. Because if you look at him and imagine, like, a darker, grittier Dragon Quest with a more adult protagonist, I think that guy is to a T what I would expect to see for whatever the Flames of Fate could have been. And so maybe it could be, like, I could be wrong about that, but I think the fact that he has that kind of dour expression on his face and he looks kind of cool, I think he is from the original version. But it seems like maybe he transforms into a lizard man, who I do love. I do love the lizard form, or just the lizard design. He looks gross. I know Zebra was talking about how he hates that he has hair, which I also hate. But because he looks so ugly, I like him because of that. And I liked the girl too. I think she looks cool. It definitely seems like she is she makes like robots and stuff. So like a lot of Dragon Quests don't heavily lean into that even. Really, it seems like there's going to be some like tech or sci-fi sort of element to it. Not to say like Dragon Quest does have robots, but I can't think of a Dragon Quest where like a girl who like builds robots and airships and stuff is like really in it like that. I feel like that's kind of new. Chrono Trigger has that, and I saw a lot of people comparing her to Luca, even though she doesn't really look like Luca. And that's really all. But I'm excited for it. I think it looks cool. I do think that it will take, I don't know. Whenever I got burned by Metroid Prime 4 last year, when you find out a game has restarted development and is now going to take multiple more years to come out, like we probably won't see it until 2028. I'm always like, well, nuts. Because it's not like I wasn't enthusiastic about the version they suggested might come out before. I just wasn't super into it either. Really, at its core, I just kind of wanted a new Dragon Quest game to play. But there are Dragon Quest games coming out all the time still these days. I think that they probably will do more remakes or reimaginings going forward. There's a bunch of them I haven't played very many of them. There's a bunch of them I haven't even played or beaten. But there was that. I want to talk about this too, even though I'm not going to really say anything about it. They also potentially leaked the Persona 6 Pro Tags, like concept art and stuff for those guys this week. I think those are real, personally. And if I'm wrong, whatever, so be it. But they look real to me. They truly look like concept art, which I think is not, or whatever you would call it, production work for the game, in a way that a lot of leaks like that don't really have the same grasp on. And I think they look good too. I don't want to spoil it because that is spoiler stuff. But the one thing that I like is, and you guys can let me know if you noticed this too. They are wearing Beetle outfits. At least the boy is. The boy is wearing like a black tie and like a sort of silvery gray jacket that like comes across and like buckles on the like left side of his breast. That is a Beetle outfit. He is dressed like 63 Beatles. I don't remember which show they wear that on. They wear it in some album or some like single covers and stuff like that. But there is like a really famous Beetle outfit where they look like how it looks like the uniforms look. And I like that. We're back. We're talking about the Beatles again. I'm sorry, I gotta get out of my system. But I think those are fine. I've seen a lot of people calling them chopped. And my take is that, like, I'm talking about this at Zebras also. If you look at Yunaru Kami and you, like, don't know anything about him, I think he looks chopped also. Or even, this is, like, getting into old stuff now. But, the Persona 3 guy, then his older artwork, he looks kind of chopped. I really think the thing is that the only only genuinely cool-looking Persona protagonist is Joker. And these guys maybe don't necessarily look as cool as he does. But I think people are, like, overblowing how they look. I think the girl looks cool. There's also two of them. But I don't think we really super know to the extent, like, what that means yet. Whether it will be a boy and girl protagonist in the same game, like they will be dual protags, or whether you will be able to choose boy or girl. That would be very exciting, I think. But it would be a dual protagonist would also be interesting. But hey, that was that stuff. They also announced a $2,000 port of Rayman Origins. Well, I just don't want to discuss what they look like, Sis. Other than that they wear a Beetle jacket, I guess. And that there's two of them. You did though? Well, I didn't discuss what their hair colors were. I didn't put a picture of them up on stream. Again, who knows? I think it's real though, personally. And I feel like if anybody in the VOD was watching this or something, I would hope they would have skipped past it. But there's also a $2,000 Rayman. I'm kind of excited about that. They're doing some Rayman Origins and Legends, maybe remake games. Please remaster Rayman 2. That's my favorite one. I paid $2,000 for that. And by pay $2,000 for it, I would pay that divided by 400. Is my math right on that? Anyway, we got Masaru Daimon. Woo! Brain rinse. $5? 40. I'm sorry. Did I say 400? I meant 40. 2,000 divided by 40. I pay that. I mean, I would pay $5 for it too. I'd pay 50. I was thinking of the 10K Broly. She look what? How the fuck? Twitch, for those who are watching the YouTube VOD and haven't left because they were so pissed off at me for spoiling Persona, Automod just tried to stop Zebra from saying she looks like a Flaney here. That pisses me off. Because if there's any word on this channel that shouldn't be modded, it's Flaney. Like, unless Automod was trying to keep Flaney out of this fucked up story, which I do approve of. Everyone's an ally. Well, that's progressive of them. As long as they wear the Monokuma head, everyone's our ally. This makes sense. I mean, I don't think we ever got real confirmation on this, but I'm positive that we knew this is what it was. If it keeps up, the paradise will be complete in no time. And when that happens, I'll bring peace to the entire world next. Snack a child, hooray! No doubt about it. Look at the little firework in the back. Monica is the best, as expected of the mage of the Warriors of Hope, led by me. Just trust in Monica, and even brain rinsing is easy as pie. Wonder. Can you think of a JRPG where your party member mage is secretly fucking evil? Or not even really secretly. Is there an RPG where your mage party member turns out to be a evil little monster? Just trust and yeah, okay. And it's not a stream bit, and it's not a spoiler. Peace to the entire world. Why did this play also?
This brain rinse part.
I guess this is just a cutscene.
He clearly means brainwash.
Brainwashing? Does that really exist? I've only seen that in science fiction.
Not that I think it would be hot or anything, but is that real?
No, that level of technology was developed long ago. Technology like that can't exactly be advertised to the public, can it? I figured this was the case. The masterminds made the other kids wear those helmet things to brainwash them.
I feel like we're getting this way late into the game.
That's even more reason we gotta stop the adults from fighting the children.
Brainwashing? Bestie, that's kind of like... I was thinking it too. Code Geass! They say it at the same time. Oh my god, you're a fan? Who's your favorite? You know, it would be Lelouch for both of them. You know it would be the Lelouch for both of them.
I mean, if they were under mind control...
We were watching Code
Geass.
Geass.
Really to blame at all, right?
I watched the ending. I watched the finale of season 1 the other day. Nina! They both... Oh my god! She's so underrated. I relate to her so much. Yeah, I bet you would. What does that mean, Komaru? No, just that she's such a good character. Oh my god, what happened to my controller? Oh, it's back. What the fuck? Oh. My controller just stopped working on this menu. Yeah, they're not to blame, clearly.
I know how you feel, but it's better if you don't think about that.
Haiji already killed a bunch of them, but it's fine.
Huh?
We didn't do it.
What do you mean?
All we did was own them with riddles.
I know that you're growing, but I have a bad feeling about this.
What does this mean?
The way you've grown,
What?
I feel like this whole situation has been a setup.
Oh, like they like manufactured her. You mean they made up my character art because they felt bad for me? Basically.
Set up? By who?
The one who teamed up with that white-haired guy, trying to bring you all the way here. And here you are, right in the kids' HQ. It's exactly as that person planned.
It was all a devious plan.
But even if that's true, if I just run away, I can't do anything about this war, right?
Right, but
It's going to be all right.
Oh, music.
I don't know whose idea this was, or why they're doing this, but as long as we stop this violence, nothing else matters.
When you know, Komaru, when you say it with that look on your face, I think that it probably is like that because Chipmunk.
you're right. We've come this far.
Oh.
Only thing to do now is believe in ourselves and go for it.
Oh, wonder. Even Toko's not immune to the Chipmunk charm.
You're really starting to sound like him now.
Rah, 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 rah.
You think so?
Don't blush. It's just like I said, brother complex.
Yeah, you love me. Maybe wasn't that on his bed? Maybe I accidentally picked it up somehow. This is cute also. Stop! Oh, I forgot whose room we were in also for a second. Yo, look, Masaru, he's getting ready for the World Cup. He got the Daimon jersey. This kid had everything. He had the little Monokuma. Is he doing like a Psychonauts psychic block here? He was probably practicing his shoots here against the Monokuma goalie, even though this is really not a good place to practice with this big fucking thing in the middle of the room. Oh, what is this? Oh, I guess those are probably like soccer players. It would be cool if like he had a magazine that had Leon on it or something. This looks like a dick. Some poop. I don't know what this says. Isaac, can you translate this for me? Okay, now we need to read about the pain. That's what... Oh, I guess I do remember the drill hands. I did not remember that being what Masaru's
The
mech
robot
looked like.
moved.
Make sure I didn't miss a hidden kid in here also. Bestie, if we find more PSI challenge cards, we can combine them with a PSI core to make a PSI challenge marker. I think it's Psy. No, Psy's from Persona 5. Ba-bum. And I do a little bow. No, thank you. Was it bad? Or are we tacitly admitting skill issue right now? Guys, I played a bunch of games this week too. Psy is that princess from Persona 5. I watched the VODs. I've been playing hella game lately. I played Castlevania Legends, which is the third Game Boy Castlevania. Not a very good game, but I played it. Oh, I think we talked about that already. That was like another week ago. Then I was in the mood, so I played Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, which turned out to be fine. I think I enjoyed it, but I don't think I liked it as much as either of the other DS Castlevanias. But it had some cool things about it. It was very combat focused, and like that was kind of fun. But otherwise, it was just like pretty linear. There were a bunch of side quests and like shit like that. I didn't really engage with those because I just didn't respect them really. But at the core of the game was still fun. I've been playing Persona 3 Reload. Should we get off the screen probably? Let me do this first and then I don't want this sitting on here for too long. This shit's all disturbing. Yeah, he had the drunk dad, right? And he like beat him or something. I even gave him the money. Ordered my son to buy alcohol. I even gave him the money. He comes back home empty-handed. Said something about not having ID or something. Yeah, he was like 8 years old. Who cares? I trained the boy. I made him go do it one more time. I trained the boy. What? Made him go do it one more time, and he comes back with alcohol. Holy fuck. The next day, the cops show up. Apparently, the little shit stole it. Look, this is pretty funny, actually. For this one page, this is funny. The brat humiliated me. This is Isaac. Is this what happens at your work? Isaac, does this what happens at your work? But I trained him good oh no, training is bad. I trained him good as soon as the cops left. I hate my son's face when I'm teaching him a lesson. The smile he forces. I think he did this in his cutscene also. But yeah, we're cutting up laughing. I trained him real good. Yeah. Can't he just cry or yell like a regular kid? This game sucks, man. I mean, like, it's effective. It's definitely creepy and dark and effective, but... You know... anyway, so I've been playing that. I started a playthrough of Persona 3 Reload. And that's been a lot of fun. I'm not super far into the game, but Wait, should we... I'm making a fucking save point on every single one of these here. I'm not like mega super far into that. I'm about to the Fukening though. I'm at the part of the game where they're all talking about Fuka and like no one like it's it's like one of those awkward Persona parts where for like 2 weeks everyone is talking about something you haven't seen yet and you're like, all right, man, cool. I'm at that part of the game, but it's been fun. I got first place on the midterms, those like early midterms, just at like the very last second. Or I got like the top of the class, so that was fun. Persona 3, a game that I would consider myself like knowing a lot about.
Different than the others.
I have
Less of a fighting stage and more like a riddle.
I played a little of the PlayStation 2 version, but have seen a bunch of the game in like playthroughs and stuff before. It's not a game I have ever beaten on my own. So like even though like I know like the story, I'm very experienced with the series. The little every Persona game has its own little like things you have to discover and find. Like where you can level up which social stats and which way is the best way to get those and all that kind of fun stuff. So there's always some fun in that, like just kind of exploring the little in-game world. But I thought I was burnt out on Persona. This is the main takeaway. After we did the whole entire year of P5, Persona 5 Royal, even though I know that was like almost 5 years ago now that finished, which is crazy. Doing that, then like right into Strikers the next year, and then like I don't know, I played SMT3 somewhere in there, and Metaphor, even though Metaphor is different. I thought I was just like burnt out on Persona. Like I was like, I don't understand how people can just play like I know Kingo like starts playthroughs of those all the time. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I was like thinking about, I was like, wow, like, am I gonna want to go through it? But I'm starting the playthrough. It's pretty fun. Like I'm vibing with it. I think I got burnt out on long RPGs in general, just with Metaphor, which is why like last year I took a whole fucking year off from really trying to play games like that. And then like when you do that, you get into like sometimes you get into like the space about that. But yeah, it's not that deep. It's been fun though. I don't think I'll play. I don't think I will replay 4 before the remake comes out. But that's the one I really kind of feel personally like I'm the most familiar with. And so like I don't want to, I would rather go into that with some things I like didn't remember than go into it just off the back of another playthrough. But playing Reload, and I felt like this watching Zebra's stream also, I'm like so excited. I don't care. I am completely throwing like hipster remake hater bias out the window when it comes to the Persona 4 revival game. I am so excited for that game. I genuinely, for me, I just need it to be as good for P4 as I think Reload is for P3, and that will be like a immaculate super game for me. I just need it to be pretty. I just need it to have some new songs in it, and I just need some like new content with like the characters and all the voice actors to be different, and then I will be like a dream game for me, kind of. A better nighttime theme. Like as if they just take everything they did for Reload and then put that exact level of effort into Revival and no further even. I'll be like, yep, I'm here and I'm ready to pick up my meal. I think the first trailer will be so exciting. Which perhaps we could maybe see. I don't know. Xbox is doing we got Summer Games Fest coming up. Xbox has a show. They showed Persona 3 Reload at an Xbox show. They seem to do that. Maybe we could see it. Seems like it could be time. I wouldn't be super surprised to not see it until later this year and or next year, but I wouldn't also be like, what? Inconceivable if there was a trailer at this in the next week or so. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, I really do love the Persona 4 voice actors. I just like, I think that the fun part, a bunch of the fun of the 3-1 is that all the characters sound different. To me, I think that's the fun. I'm like excited to hear what the new voices sound like. Or, you know, that's part of the fun, not the whole thing. I also I'm in the situation that I know nobody else in the chat is in, where Persona 4, from 4 to Golden, they already replaced some of my characters with voices I liked less. So, bring it on, I say. Okay, I'm trying to... I promise you I'm not just yapping. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing on this one. I don't even understand these shutter things. Which bullets do I have in this also? Is it not trying to tell me also? And what the fuck is... What is this? Why is this one different? Why is this one like a puzzle room? Use the thing that only you can see and the thing that only others see in precise order. Komaru, I'm counting on you on this one, girly. Is this one going to be about zodiac signs also? Also, I started Mina the Hollower today. That came out today. That game seems pretty cool so far. It is pretty tough. I've died a number of times and kind of gotten my ass beat. There was something that I found that I wasn't sure if I was really supposed to be doing yet because it seemed pretty difficult. And I just kind of banged my head against it for a couple deaths until I finally won. But it definitely seems... It's definitely an ambitious game, I think. Sort of visually, it kind of looks like a really high production version of like a Game Boy Zelda, which I think is really a cool idea. I do think visually the game is like really busy. My eyes had to really adjust to it at first. Like, I really had to, like, come around to, like, being able to parse what some of the screens looked like. And there's some elevation stuff on some of them, too. And so, like, it takes a minute to like look at some stuff to be able to tell like if you can interact with it or what you can really do. Otherwise, it's kind of like a Bloodborne Vania. You get a whip. There's some ghoulies. It's kind of got like a classic horror-themed retro game vibe, but also it takes place in kind of like a steampunk Bloodborne world. There's like a bunch of nobles and all this shit and stuff too. So it's like a big mishmash of a bunch of different stuff. It seems very ambitious. But I'm like enjoying it so far. It also seems like it'll be really big, but I haven't even really been out of the like first area yet. I only just started getting into the later areas, but it seems definitely demanding and fairly challenging, but I'm excited about it. I'm really glad that that game is out now finally, and I'm finally getting to play it. And that's all that I've been doing. All right, Komaru, you're going to have to figure this out. Nothing, girly? Can I go through here? There's passwords? Oh, my goodness. Maybe there's something on the other side. What is this one, Fog, Kuma? My picture. Oh, wait, it was just a mirror. This one's me. Me. These are the boys. That guy. This guy. And that, oh, there is something up on the ceiling, like up above there, though. I wonder if that's the secret fourth picture. How would I get it if so? Why does it look like there's... Maybe that was nothing. Use the thing that only you can see and the thing that only others see, though. Maybe my reflection is the thing that only I can see. Because it will only show if I'm in the mirror. Guys, also I read a book today. I read an entire book today. Isn't that fucking crazy? It was a beautiful, touching story about hard work. There were some themes of some emotional themes. It was Vivi and Grandpa's Memories of the Sky, the picture book, Final Fantasy IX picture book that came out, I think, fairly recently. They got here like last weekend, and I only just now read it. It was very cute. It was short though, but it was a lovely little book. It gave some development to Master Quan, the side character who raised Vivi in the game. It gave some good Quan development. I would say it hit the Quan. And my only complaint with it is that fucking Amazon ripped, just very smallly, there is a rip in my, like, dust sleeve in, like, the cover of my version. Was not even, like, wrapped in something. It was just sitting in this box with some packing paper in there. And there's a rip on the very front of my thing. And I think that they, like at Amazon, are just like, it's 2026, everyone's lazy, they're all ordering DoorDash and shit on their phones. So few people are going to have the mental energy to send something back. Let's just get away with packaging everything like dog shit. I really think that's why that shit happens. So I was kind of pissed off about that. But I mean, like, you know, whatever. Those little things are fragile. You know, it wouldn't be unlikely to be at a bookstore and find a hardcover book with a ripped dust sleeve, but this is like it's not like it's a collector's item. I really only bought it to have it, you know. I don't want to send it back. I'm lazy. I just didn't want it to be ripped. Were we talking about stuff? Bunch of shit about VAs. Begging for Mitsuo to still be Kyle. I think it would be cool. You know how Persona 3 Reload keeps some of the characters on? Like, Liam O'Brien voices Kurosawa, and Tara Platt still voices Elizabeth. I hope that P4 Revival does some things like that, too. I guess I don't really care about who voices Margaret, so I would be fine if they recast Margaret. Like, I guess if they kept the Velvet Room attendants the same, that wouldn't hit as well. But I think it would be cool if they did some of that stuff. I know that there are some big, like, some of the actors and actresses that were in that game are a lot bigger now. But some of them aren't. I think that could be fun. Like, put Winnow, cast Winnow as some weird side character or something. Yeah, you know. I don't know. I don't like voice actors like that. It's not that much about that to me. I'm excited for them to change all the voices, just because it'll feel new. I mean, I love the performance of a lot of those. You know, I like those performances, but they're just not like, they're not like the character doesn't hinge upon that. Okay, I see what we're doing now. 8. The Bomb Kuma is 8. This guy's 3. Yeah, but my problem with that, Will, isn't that they changed Risei's voice. It's that I don't think that actress does a good performance. So I think they could recast Risei and have it be good, as long as the actor's good. I think that all the performances in the Persona 3 one are good, whether you like them as much or not. Okay, 9. We don't have a normal Monokuma, though, is the thing. 4. Okay, so we have 3. This one's 3. This one is 4, and this one's 8. And this one is me. Me! Persona 4 dancing is also not a good game anyway. I mean, the dancing minigame and stuff is fine. It's like a fairly fun rhythm game, but nothing about that game otherwise is good anyway. So I'm thinking the mirror must have something to do with our proverb here. The thing that only you can see, and the thing that only others see. Also, yeah, the part with the main part of the plot with Kanami is like fine. It's enjoyable enough. The intro is fun too. Only you can see, in the thing that only others see in precise order. Can I get a chat, like, which these were again? It's... Hold on, because I don't remember. This one was this one 3? 4. So it was 3, Komaru, 4, 8, right? Oh my god, and the thruple's so powerful. It's just a mirror. Maybe I can use the detect thing on this? No. Can I use that on anything in here? No. Is Komaru a 0? Right, am I putting in 10? Can I put in 10 on the number pad? Because Komaru's a 10. It must have something to do with this plain Monokuma. Unless he's like a red herring. Julianne Taylor was Aya Bihara. Yo, Julianne Taylor. Jet year. And that's the other thing, like the like social link characters in that game, I like really don't retain much at all about what they even sounded like. So I'm excited to hear what they sound like too. They just sound like voice actors. Yeah, the thing is that I think is interesting is that at least with Golden, a lot of the things that they had to like retroactively add into Persona 3 are stuff that was already in that version of P4. Like in vanilla P4 has the voiced links and more voice acting in general. Golden has a night. I mean, the night theme I think is bad in that game, but Golden has like a going out at night theme and like that whole mechanic, and it also has the like advantage battle theme. And I think it would be a bummer if we didn't get a new battle theme also, but I don't want to lose Reach Out to the Truth. But they already did a trailer that has Time to Make History in it, which is the... I can never remember what order it's in that one. The advantage battle theme is Reach Out to the Truth, right? But basically what I'm trying to say is there's two battle themes. So if they want to add another battle, like a new battle theme, which I would love for them to do because the one in Reload is so good, then they have to get rid of one of them. You know? Which is like weird. Now I would lose Time to Make History because I don't like that song. I mean, I like it fine, but it's still that is not the battle theme of that game to me. I would think they would keep Reach Out to the Truth because that's the original theme. But yeah, in Golden, it's not like how all the newer games did it, right? The advantage one is the old one in Golden, right? That's how I thought it was. They did it different like that one time, probably because they knew that song is a banger. But I also like I think it would be weird if they took Time to Make History out also. I don't know. I mean, I haven't. That's not my version. Also, I haven't played that one, but I really thought that it was for some reason flip flopped in that game. I remember like watching people play that. I remember hearing people get Reach Out to the Truth more. We should probably solve this puzzle. Maybe they had a disadvantage theme. If it slaps, I'm running into everybody. Me purposefully throwing dungeon days because I want to hear the disadvantage theme. Fuck, I'm a bit stumped on this one. I am trying to think about it. Again, I would think Komaru's own reflection in the mirror must be something that must be the thing that only she can see. But what is the thing that everybody else can see? Is it why kids love Cinnamon Toast Scotch? Is it just 9? Should we just try 9? Is it because Komaru's a 9 like Anna? Or maybe this will show, maybe there's like a hidden, oh, it's that, okay. I need you guys to understand. I see now that that's a 0. I have not seen that as a 0 ever since I know we looked at this forever. I thought it was like a hook. I thought it was a little pimp. Maybe it's because it's before we started looking at the numbers. 0! I did not see that as a 0. Okay. So then it must be, is this 4 or is this 3? Sizz? He did post it in here. 3048. 3 Komaru 48. Oh. Komaru's not a 0 though. Am I a 0 to you, Toko? No. Don't say that. Am I nothing burger? Toko? You're awesome sauce. Toki. Oh, this is a nice room. Look Constellation. Did we get the congrats screen? I don't think that one was. I don't think that one was different, Sis. I don't think they even wanted you to like kill them in that one. Is the thing you're looking at, does it list that one as one that you can like clear? Interesting. Because I don't think it even... I mean, I guess I can kill them. I can go down there and get the Monokumas. And I know it took us for fucking ever to look at all that, but it really isn't an in-game time. We can go back. I just don't think it was. It didn't give me the screen, though. But I would think it would be weird if it didn't. Usually it tells you what it wants you to do, on the little arcade machine thing.
It's that arcade machine again. Let's get a move on. This room feels different than the others. It's less of a fighting stage and...
Okay, I mean, I
more
guess
like a
Komaru
riddle.
saying that is probably... I think we're probably good. 3048. Beep bop bop bop. Whoops.
Did you see the portraits over?
Hold on. I don't want to... I'm paranoid. Hold on. God, we went through 2 rooms on this stream. I had fun. I've just been having fun though. We'll go a little further maybe. We'll see like what the next room is like at least. We talked about some stuff though. That's all I really wanted to do. Anyway, yeah, I hope they put some more new into the revival game. Even though there's like, you'd think there is maybe like less new to fill in there than Persona 3 has.
More like a riddle.
Okay, 3048. It could be, Sis. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is was it P Studio that did the 3 one? Yeah. So that is like a thing.
So many references.
Also, was that?
I feel nauseous.
I feel right at home. Maybe you already forgot this, but I'm a liberal arts girl.
Toko, you're not even looking over here. Why did she have so much like sass in that? She had so much energy in that one. Was also that was Shoji Meguro still with Atlas when they did P3 Reload? He was, right? I know he came back and did songs for Metaphor too, even though he had like gone independent by then. But it would be a real miss if they didn't get Shoji Meguro to do new songs. That would be stupid. The thing that would suck and that would validate all of those annoying Persona fans on the internet out there would be if somehow the 4 remake was worse than the 3 one. That would piss me off. If they phoned in this one, who did the songs I like from P3 are? All the same guys, is. If they phoned in the P4 one and they put like such love into the 3 one, I'll be mad. I don't think it'll be funny. I think it'll be tragic. It'll make me hate Atlas again. It'll make me feel vindicated for not finishing Metaphor. That's my favorite one. Blue thread from the scarred mountain. Well, who could this fuck be by? Page 1, flip. As I live here in the village deep down in the mountains, I dream about you every night on my thin futon on the creaking floor. From the author of So Lingers the Ocean, Toko Fukawa's long-awaited new novel. It sounds like they live in a real shithole. This is another one of your books? I'm keeping it. Can you sign it for me? It says Toko Fukawa's latest work right there, genius. How many books have you written, Toko? Never really counted before. Let me think. If we're talking about novels, I'd say more than 80. 80! Look at her bottle.
Nothing.
It's not so surprising. I wrote every single day after all. And it's not the quantity that matters, it's the quality. Only third-rate companies value quantity. Well, you have the quantity though, Toko. As expected of an ultimate.
But
Are you getting antsy lately since you haven't been able to write? I'm aching to get all these raging emotions onto a manuscript. I'm worried if I don't get these babies out, my creative womb is going to explode. Screenshotting that. That sounds pretty bad.
And?
What about you? What do you want to do when you get out of here? Well, lots of stuff, really. I want to go to school and eat my mom's cooking, and I gotta catch up on... I want to see if Alien Headbutt made it out of the teens. Oh, sweetie. And also, I want to go on a picnic with you. A picnic? A virgin dude's date of choice? Shit, you can't be stopped in this one, clearly.
you see,
It's just that I haven't really seen a nice, peaceful blue sky lately. So when I get out of this place, I want to go on a picnic with you, Smilah. Under a clear, sunny blue sky, I want to do all the cliche things, like eat
I
sandwiches.
see.
Even when you're fantasizing, you're normal. Well, if I don't have any engagement ceremonies with Master Plan that day, I'll think about it. If we're not too fucking soaked in cum, we might maybe could do that.
Toko.
As you said, you said you'd go. It's a promise then. I said I'd think about it. It's too early to think about that kind of stuff until we escape.
All right.
The way I see it, I'm definitely going to escape. You think the same way, don't you? Yeah, but I guess I'm just surprised how much you've changed in this short time. I think the baby thinks people can change. Cut the attitude. I should make a daily routine of lubing up your doorknob with salad dressing. What? Yeah, if the megaphone isn't enough to sate you anymore. Lubing up your doorknob with salad dressing.
Stop it.
Ew, don't. I never want to go home. Funnies. What? When was the last time you went on a picnic? I think I went on it was probably with like an ex-girlfriend or something. I've been on a picnic in some time. Not even my most recent ex-girlfriend also, I don't think. I'm not a big picnic fan, actually, if we're being honest. And I like eating outside at like a table or something, but just like putting all your food and shit on the ground, like on a blanket, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me. Like, it's nice to be outside and like out in a nice day, but like sitting on the ground and eating is like not my idea of like, you know, something that's I like high on my list of things to do.
Now we can open the door.
Kingo beat Mother 3, hell yeah. We're beating games this year. I'm up to 12 now with Castlevania done. We beaten games this year. Assuming Persona 6 is next year, that's over 10 years. I personally don't think it will be. But, I don't know, I could be wrong. I mean, I guess, like, the thing is, though, that if P Studio is not making this, then what else have they been working on? I guess it could be. I guess they put out Persona 3 Reload and Metaphor in the same year. It could be. Maybe I do think it will be next year, but I think it could be, like, around when Metaphor came out, like, towards the end of the year. I guess it's not too soon. And it's gotta happen sometime, right? I think they could do like the same 1-2 and put out the 4 remake in the like earlier like Q1 or Q2 and then put out 6 later. Which again, like that is those are long games. I feel like that would be a lot of Persona to play in 1 year, but I probably would try to do it. Unless the 4-1 does come out this year after all. And Fantasy Critic was right. Okay, this one is Nagisa, right? I cannot obtain the results I was expecting with my experiment. I cannot discern whether the environment or the subject himself is the problem. I shall look into the experiment conditions in more detail. Until now, I have used solely visual observation, but I should erect cameras to watch the subject at all times and discipline the subject when resting no longer than allowed. This is like... this one is much more detached, but this one is also, like, insane to think about. This is how his parents viewed him, the subject. If I do not obtain any desirable results with the experiment, I will conclude that the problem lies with the subject and change my experimental target. They were child-abusing scientists. Maybe you could drop P6 right at the end. Well, Sis, just never say never. Stranger things have happened to me. Strange things as strange as that have happened at least once to me. If I'm not vibing with it 95% of the way into the game, sure, I'll drop it. I hope that's not the case, but never say never. I still ain't seen no hidden kids, sis. Hidden kid check. Yeah, that will be a thing, certainly, Kingo. Because I'm thinking, like, when Persona 5 came out, like the vanilla one, and I played that, like, I don't think I was, like, spoilers on social media was, like, not something I feel like I had to worry about like I do now. For some reason, and I mean, that was a long time ago. I played that game in like 2017, I think it must have been. And like, I mean, I was on Twitter and social media and stuff, but I feel like I just wasn't seeing that as much in those days. That Monica girl was the only one who didn't have a room. It's like the opposite of me. All I had was a room.
What? She gets special treatment or something just because she's the mastermind?
All I had was room. Toko, sometimes
So
I
this
miss
is a
room.
real office, huh?
Kamaru,
ever
let's
have my
maybe
own
we can
office
just do
someday?
that thing we talked about and be
Another
quiet
ice
for a
age
little
will
while.
come before you end up in a place like this.
Toko, sometimes I miss room. I gotta remember that if I'm trying to get any trophies in this, leveling up Genocide Jack's power-ups is gonna be something we're gonna want to prioritize. Watch me hit this from way the fuck downtown. Ouch. This is gonna go in the montage easily. Got his ass. Okay, I'm putting that one in. Put that one in. Bookmark that one. Toko's got like a little notepad. Ooh, bookmark that one. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and 53 milliseconds. Kamaru, where is the time? Hope that P6 takes exactly one and only one thing for metaphor, and that's making dialogue trees just fun again. Yeah, I like that too. Because I agree. It's fun to be able to like do like role play whatever like the kind of you want your guy to be, which is something you can do only very little in those games anyway. But giving you agency over like what you want your guy to say to which character, to me that does mean something. And when you have to like be like, well, I gotta agree with fucking stupid Kenji about how hot MILFs are. Well, that I would agree with him. But like, you know, like when you're playing another game and you're like, well, I gotta agree with this dipshit and tell them what they want to hear, even though they're fucking stupid. I gotta tell Kaz to go break his paper bones more. Like that takes me out of it a little bit. That breaks my immersion. So I do like that way that Metaphor did that better. I would like the, I think that even though, like, personally, I don't think that I liked Will Metaforman more than any of the Persona protagonists, even though he talks. I think it would be fine to keep them talking, as long as you play them still. I think that to some people, that does mean something. And it didn't, like, take away my enjoyment. Like, you know, I felt the same way about him as I feel about any of them, which is not very much. I think they could keep the protag having voiced lines, as long as they let you still choose what they say in certain situations. When I heard there was going to be a new member of our family, oh, alien! I wasn't expecting much, but somehow I'm still disappointed. We get this brat inside of our house now? I have no idea what she's thinking. She and her whole attitude don't belong here. Food tastes disgusting when I have to eat with this alien. And look at her smile. Everything she does nauseates me. I have a bad feeling about this. I can't shake the feeling that my family is going to be pieces because of her. Game of the year? And my intuition is almost... Oh, going to pieces. My intuition is almost always right. Who could this be about? It could be about Monica. Was she a foster kid or something, maybe? Or it could be Monica wrote this about a sibling. It could be a baby. Or someone writing it about her adopted, or even just been born. This is sounding very, like, despairy, though. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, that is true, Kingo. But that's all, like, in his head anyway. Are are Will Metaphor's thoughts voiced? I'm fine with this. I'm fine with them. Like, I wouldn't be, like, bummed if they kept them silent. I just think it would be interesting if they let them talk. The way that, and, like, Metaphor chose this. But the way that Persona is, because it is, like, the one of those games that is supposed, like, of those sub-series of SMT that is supposed to kind of be a life sim. You know, if you're gonna do a life sim game, you have to give your guy, you can't give your guy, like, a real, like, personality like that. None of them have that, and there's a reason. It's because they want you to do the life simming. So I don't think they'd ever, like, just make him, like, I'm John Persona. Like, I don't think he'd ever be, I don't think he'd ever be like that. Like a voiced character or something. I think they could keep some stuff. Like the thing that was like basically press turn that Metaphor did. That I liked. I'm just saving here just because I want to make sure. I think the gameplay loop of Persona is still fun. It's just that, like, if you've played all of them, you know, you know what you're supposed to do. It's not like they're not fun, but, like, you know, the more games that come out that have that exact same battle system, it's, you know, the more kind of tiring it will be. Or they could change up in a big way, like, what the social links do for you or something like that. I like I mean, Persona 5 kind of has this, but not to the same degree. I really like in Metaphor how much the bonds influence like what you can do. If they found some way to like tie the gameplay more into that with P6, I think that could be cool. Because, I mean, you know, even like P5, it gives you little perks, and, you know, you get, you know, varying degrees of how useful the rewards are for doing the social links. But in the other games, it really is like you just need to hang out with them so you can get more experience on Fusion. And even though, like, that is useful, it's like at this point, I feel like there has to be something more than that, you know? I think that system was enough when it was brand new. But it ain't brand new anymore. They're going wild on the bongos down here. Metaphor 2, might skip it. I feel like I'm feeling a hidden kid in my bones somewhere in here. I think Metaphor 2 would be interesting in that I feel like they'd have to make a new world. Like it feels like it's such a like specially crafted story and game that they'd have to like I think they would have to take like a new philosophy that would like to make core to like a new philosophical work to make core to the story. And then maybe they could use, like, do it kind of like Xenoblade or something, where they would use the same, like they would bring back some of the same races and stuff, but I think they'd have to make a totally new world also. Which seems like it would be a lot of work for those guys. But I guess if the desire was there, why not? Oh, I can't go in the resting room? There's coffee, though. I'm sleepy, Toko. It's late. Can I go in the other one? If it was sci-fi, they might pull me in with that, actually. If it was, like, way, way different, that could be cool. And I like the gameplay systems in that game. I like Metaphor still. It's just funny to pretend that I don't, to me. I know everybody else is sick of it. I think it's funny, though.
Is this the right way?
Kamaru, if you extend your hand and grab the handle and open the door, it could be. All right, we probably don't want to go through the door yet if we think there's something in here. And also, it is 2:30 now. But I feel like it might be better to like hit a cutscene or something, maybe. Have something to show for myself. Maybe it's in here. I don't think I've really looked like in these little pillars or anything. There it is. And I swear I looked up there too. I'm not sure where I need to hit that one from though. Down here? Can't even see it. From the stairs? What? Oh my god. Sega 4. Fantasy Metastar. Oh, I guess I gotta... Are those... I think I can get over there. Aren't... No, those are the Monokuma kids. I thought those were vending machines. Is it in the middle of that thing? Maybe from the other side? Metaphor 3 about Sky Pirates. I'm in on that one. I'm in on that one. Yeah, and then Meta 4 is like, what if we set it in the modern day? and your character's in high school, and the idea of like the bonds that you form through your like, you know, your school and student life and the friendships you make along the way. What if that like influenced your gameplay? They accidentally make Persona again. Wait, why the fuck? Why does this thing disappear when I try to scan it? Why did it disappear? I bet it's just from here. Or I need to get over there. It does look like there is stuff over there. I guess we could progress and just make sure. Let me look at the map. Whoops. Okay, it looks like it's showing me that I can go through those doors. Why was it not letting me? Maybe I need to open them or something? All right, well, we just saved here, so let's just progress maybe a little further and see if it'll open everything up. I also, you guys, oh my god, we didn't even talk about this. I also pre-ordered Star Fox because even though they fucked up my book, Amazon has done some things that I liked recently, including just deciding to sell certain Nintendo games at $10 off for pre-order. I really love that. Keep it up. I will continue buying video games from you, even though I don't agree with your organization's existence in the current times. I want to save $10 on what is already getting to be a more and more expensive hobby. And the reason I did that is because, yep, I got a job. Well, maybe we'll talk about this on Sunday too, but it's 2:30. But I got employed again. I did a job interview that was all this week. Job interview on Tuesday, job offer on Thursday, accepted it. I'm starting on the 8th, and I'm pretty excited. I kind of switched right from like being like, when am I ever gonna find a job, to being like, oh man, I gotta prepare for my new job. But it is, I think I'm interested in what it will be like. I'm enthusiastic about it. And it was really like the first real place that kind of gave me a chance for this whole thing that I had to get certified for and all this cool stuff. So that's good. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, the woman did say, she was like, after I felt like the interview went pretty well, and she was like, I'm talking to my director today, so it shouldn't be more than a day or two before you hear back from me. And then sure enough it was, so that was good. But and then I realized the other day that I was unemployed for not quite, but almost 9 months. Isn't that crazy? I quit like in the middle of September in 2025. And like, you know, to be fair to me, I guess I was went right from that to going to Japan, which all in all took about a month of my entire time, because being in Japan, I didn't do anything, and then when I got back, I was sick for like a couple weeks, and so like that was like a week at least. That was like a whole month there. I was thinking about this the other day. I was trying to make myself feel better about it. And then after that, we were like basically into the holidays. I basically took most of December off, just because I got lazy around that time of the year. And then I like picked back up, and then like thinking about it, I picked back up in like December to January, and I had some interviews right around then. And then I, in like the end of February, decided I wanted to do this, you know, different kind of direction instead. I got certified for that, and then I started applying, and then I got a job fairly early. So I couldn't tell you why it, like, you know, like when you say it like that, it doesn't sound that bad, but it seems like a long amount of time when I really look back on it. But so there you go. That arc will hopefully be ending for a while at least. I would hope. Okay, do we need a card key? Why does my controller hate this screen? It, like, doesn't want me to be able to press any buttons on here. Now it does, though. This game is so weird. The Vita money. It's, like, jankier than it maybe looks to watch me play. It's definitely not my controller, though. The light is on and everything.
Then we can't use this elevator, huh?
But it doesn't look like the other elevator's gonna move, so we have to work with this one.
What if we got in this elevator and it actually seemed like it was taking us to a different part of the tower, but really, it actually just spun around the tower and the top part of the tower was actually just the other building, and we thought it was a different building, but it was the same building. Toka, what? I don't know, it came over me there. And then there's like a little...
Wait a minute. Would Haiji maybe have a card key?
No.
He is the heir to the Towa group.
No.
Even if he did, that coward mole is in the middle of a fight with his big bang.
Get his
Monokuma.
ass. How are we going to contact Haiji? He's in fucking death robot mode.
The coward mole you're
Oh
talking
my god, he's
about.
here.
That wouldn't be me, would it?
Haiji!
What if it wasn't him and it was just a big raw mole with the same voice actor? Wow, look, it's Raw Mole!
Why are you here?
Oh, I really thought it would be Haiji.
Same reason you're here. You're looking for the device to control Monokumas, right?
You too?
The Monokumas from all over Towa swarmed me all at once. Even with Big Bang,
Oh my
there were
God.
too many.
He lost the Big Bang? It didn't even work? He didn't even win? What a loser.
So the plan's changed. Destroy the controller first, make the enemy lose their edge.
Yeah, the Big Bang did like a big Super Nintendo Mega Man explosion, and I had to jump out. Wow, that thing lasted all of like 45 minutes. Yeah, it's I kind of blew it on that one. Anyway, plans change. I'm with you guys again. Ugh.
After the Monokumas are out of the picture, we're just dealing with kids. We can turn this around.
The controller controls the kids, though, right?
Is that Shirakuma's advice?
Huh? So what if it is?
No, nothing.
But I had no idea you two were already here. No wonder we didn't run into too many of them.
Anyways, good timing. Do you have a card key for this elevator?
Haiji would have never figured out those puzzle rooms I had to do.
No, we don't need a card key for this. This elevator only works with retinal identification.
Oh.
Retinal? Is that an animal?
Look at Toka. Girl.
Retinal means eye.
Rectal. Retinal.
Why is it locked in the first place? This lock shouldn't be on unless it's been manually set. Last time I saw it was open. So who locked it? Don't tell me. Is this also her doing? She trying to toy with me?
Who?
Stop your creepy mumbling to yourself and open it. Your eyes will work fine, won't they?
No. The only thing that can release the lock is the eyes of Towa Group's chairman.
Oh my god, please let us go find like a severed head of Haiji's dad or something.
The chairman? Your father? You said he was missing.
Let's go survival horror with it just for this one part.
Missing, right.
Oh my god.
I only said that because I didn't want to admit it. The old man is dead.
Oh, okay.
The kids killed him.
What?
Wait a minute. If he was killed, then retinal scanning isn't even gonna work anymore.
No, as long as we have his eyes, the scanner should still work. So, all we gotta do is bring the old man's body back here.
Kamaru just... You mean you have to put your butt up to this thing every time you want to go through the door? Again, bestie, it's retinal scanning. That doesn't seem sanitary. Like, there should at least be a... There should at least be hand sanitizer, a dispenser here. Yeah, I heard you.
His body?
His body. Oh, that's
Yeah.
that guy.
I think that's what whoever locked this door wanted me to do. After all, His body is on this floor.
Your dad must have been really tall.
On this floor?
Yeah, on this floor for sure. He was killed right before my eyes.
Holy.
The old man was killed in the chairman's office on this floor. Throat torn out by Monokumas.
What a loser.
I ran away, but I'm sure his body is still in the office. The chairman's office should be at the end of the hall over there. I'll leave the rest to you.
Well, that's convenient.
You're not coming with us?
This is a good thing.
If I have to go along with their sick little games, I'd rather give up entirely.
Who does he mean also, though, do we think? Monica? Or is there someone else at play here? I guess it could have been, maybe it was Haiji. Probably this, right? Maybe Monica was adopted by the Towa president, and Haiji is the one that wrote the note. Or either that, or she was just his little sister. And he is even more evil than we thought, which was immensely. I bet it's probably that.
Besides, it might be faster to just destroy this whole building with Big Bang Monokuma.
What are you talking about? We're still in this building.
I know. I'm just kidding.
This is the face of a man who is kidding. This guy sucks.
He's acting different now for some reason. And who's the her
To me,
in
he
the
tanks a lot of the plot of this. I know he hasn't, we've only, just in the end of the last chapter into this chapter really had to start interacting with him a bunch, but I don't know. I just think he's, even outside of all the gross stuff, he's just, not interesting, really.
Let's try the chairman's office.
The best part of the plot, IMO, that
Can't say
didn't
I'm
involve
excited about what we'll
Nagito
find.
was when they talked to Makoto. And even though he was just kind of describing the things that happened in Danganronpa, I think that part where they kind of found what they needed to do and kind of got organized on that was good. And then the whole thing with Nagito at the shrine was good. And then the rest of it is how much do I like our little scrimblow of the week? And then when that part ended, now I'm just man, I really hope something cool happens. That doesn't involve Haiji. We still have to there's definitely I would imagine there's definitely still some to learn about Monica, and I do want to learn about that too, because I do think that she's also entertaining. Are we still going also? I don't think we are. I think this is it. I think this is the end of the stream today. I am maybe somewhat apologetic for this one. We did not, this could have been done in half the time. But you know what? Whatever, man. I'm not in any rush. What we're trying to do is be thorough. We're trying to win all the things. You think next week could be the finale? What? Chapter 5 is as far as it goes, we think? I mean, I guess if you looked at it, it could be. I mean, we're definitely getting up there, right? I guess it would depend on how long things went. Fuck, why is this song still playing? Let's go hear it on the menu. Yeah, we were talking about that at the beginning of the stream. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a chapter 6 and it just doesn't have the whole collectible thing. I feel like normal Danganronpa does that too, doesn't it? Usually. Maybe not always. I think, these... I know that this is not, a real Danganronpa game. There's no trials or anything like that. But these games are rarely short-winded, I think, when it comes to finales. So I think that they... First of all, I don't think we're going to get through the rest of Chapter 5 next week, even. We'll probably get close. But I don't think any of these later chapters... 4, I think it took us 3 streams to get through. I don't think any of these later chapters are gonna be that short. especially if we played this one a little shorter today. But it could be that it's like only a couple more left. Maybe we have an uneven finale. Yeah, maybe we play, I don't know, maybe... We're definitely not doing this. We will never do this. But what if we finished the game and I was like, you know what? Let's take a look at, where is it? Why don't we take a first look at fucking Danganronpa this? With Siz's favorite image in the world. Even though there's a third of these characters that I don't even know yet. I would never do that. But they're all nice. And even the ones I don't know about, they look nicer. I think I would like the girl with the twin tails. Will I? She seems like she could be a little of a bit of a scotch type. And by the girl with the twin tails, I don't mean bestie. You okay, man? Alright. Hey, but I think that's going to be it for tonight. Bit of a weird stream. We didn't really do... I don't know. I feel like we didn't get anything accomplished on this one, but that's fine. It was fun just chatting, and we had good discussion talking about games and stuff like that. So far, I don't foresee that my work schedule will make the stream schedule any different. The place where I am going to be working isn't even open on the weekends, so there definitely won't be any of those pesky Saturday shifts that I had to do at my old job. And the hours are like 8 to 4:30 or 9 to 5, though early in the morning. Or, you know, not early in the morning, but they're day shift hours, so that won't get in the way. Like, I'm, you know, those were my hours at my old job, like last job also. And we still did Friday fine every week. Sunday will be fine. Other than that, you know, have to cut it shorter, but that's, like, nothing like that will change. There really won't be anything different. So that's good too. Watched the Beard Bros Celeste finale, and they were declaring it the end of the episode, and then the video continued because they started the next episode, and it took Brett like a minute to hit credits. Oh, that's funny. Like if, oh, like it, like they had the timing off, and it was just like not enough of the next episode. That's pretty funny. That stuff happens sometimes, I guess. It happens with streams and stuff too. I think we'll be fine on this though. I mean, there could be maybe 3 streams left, but I think there'll be a little bit more still. I guess, like, again, we really don't know. But they've got some stuff to wrap up. But also, I mean, I wouldn't hate if it ended next week. Here's the thing. If it ends next week, we probably will not have Komaru's music video ready in time for the finale. Because here's the thing about that also. If we're using game footage to make that, I have to make sure that I have, like, played the game, you know? You wouldn't want to leave hype moments out of the kill montage. Maybe we could make one and make it anyway and just, like, show it at some other time. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Can't wait for you to get to V3 so I can tell you about the journey I went on with that game. I'm excited to play that too. Really thinking about it, I think that if it is this year, it'll probably be pretty close to the end of it. But I do intend to do it, like, within the next couple Sunday games. It's just that there are some that are, I think, will be fairly long. And also, we spent 3 weeks talking about the Beatles. Which was not intended. But okay. I'm actually leaving now for real. We shouldn't end the game and just sit here yapping. Guys, on Sunday, we will be beginning the first session of the Misadventures of Tronbon, which is a side game to the Mega Man Legends spin-off series, which is in itself is a spin-off of Mega Man. We played Mega Man Legends like a long time ago. I think it was the beginning of 2023? End of 22? I have a sleepy on my couch. That's good, Zebra. I think that was like right at the end of 2022, early 2023. So, and it feels to me like that is right around when I think the streams feel like they just happened, but that happened a long time ago. That might not even be right. No, it was the beginning of 22. It was a year earlier than that, even. So, it's been a long-ass time. I've been wanting to get back to that because I really liked Mega Man Legends, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the games are. And I think, finally, with some stuff done, some big shit done and out of the way, I feel in a good place to start kind of getting back to some plans I had, like, a couple years ago, actually. But that'll be fun. And, hell yeah, I'll see you there. Guys, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Big love. Legends was 22 years ago. It was old. It's older than that, K-Man. Guys, big love, and thank you for watching. Thanks to Zebra for the raid, everybody else for hanging out and chatting with me about games and stuff. And, I'll see you next time. Bye!